Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I wanted to show you in this video a really cool new feature that they just added in. This is the concept of teleportation. Now, they do have a stopwatch that they added in the newest update for Aberration that allows you to quite literally teleport. Now, it's only got basically 4 uses, but it is a really cool thing that you just added, and you can unlock it pretty quickly in Bob's Tall Tales if you are level 99. It's not very expensive to make, and it manipulates your personal timeline to return you to the recent past. It's a really cool thing. I'm going to show you how to use it and what it does. Now, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for that algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel for some more Ark content. Now, let's go ahead and get started right off the bat, right? So you just have to left click it and you'll see that it moves and sets a waypoint for your character. Now that's the point that I'm going to come back to. And in the middle bottom of my screen, you will notice that there is a portal placed icon. Now what that means is that I am running around on this map, and inside of a certain window, a giant bubble, you can see that I'm running to the edge of it right now. This is the bubble that I can go inside of and teleport. If I am outside of it, I cannot teleport, but if I'm inside it, I can teleport. Now, all you have to do is, once you are in this zone, left click. And guess what? I teleport right on back to where I was originally. Now, there are a lot of useful purposes for that. If you can't think of any, then, you know, that's okay. You don't need to realize it's pretty useful, but, you know, it's pretty dope. So I'm going to fast forward just a second here so you can actually see it again instead of me just sitting here talking. All right, so that is how it works. You just left click and then left click again to return to exactly the location that you left. Now, I can see this being very useful for PvP, having one out and setting a stop point or a start point, especially if you're raiding somebody's base and you get really close, drop off a couple of C4 and, you know, hit the button and then you go back to where you started. That's pretty freaking cool. Now, it's also really useful if someone's chasing you and not paying attention. You can go and slam one of these, and then you don't even need to activate it technically. You can leave the zone, or you can activate it and go back behind where they were. There's a lot of really cool functions for it. Now, just to show you another thing that I think was really cool for it, let's go ahead and activate this. And notice how I cannot activate it on a Tame. I think that's really important. The reason that you shouldn't be able to do this is because if I was able to actually use this when I was on my Tame and get my Tame back, that's kind of a problem. Now, you can kind of jerry-rig the system just a little bit. So we set a point that way, and then if I go ahead and click again, it doesn't work, but you can get really close and ride one of your Tames in after activating that point. And then as soon as you pop off, you can teleport back to where you were. So if you had, like, I don't know, a Carbonemus with a couple of C4 on it, or a Stego with a couple of C4, you can run forwards, teleport back out, and blow up the C4. Kind of a cool little trick. So that is definitely something that people will utilize. Or if you, for example, if you're going for a rock drake egg and you wanted to quickly grab a rock drake egg and not have to worry about anything, this would be a fantastic way to go about doing that. I'm just going to go and show you what I mean by that, because rock drakes swarm. As soon as you get close to their nest and take one of their eggs, they get really pissy, and it's not really fun to deal with them. They kind of suck, and yeah, they're a pain in the butt. But I'm going to go ahead and show you where it is. So here is a rock drake nest area, right? So if you get to this zone, you can see these are what the rock drake nests look like. There is almost always one right over, and yep, it's still a glitch nest. They did not fix it yet. It is still a glitch nest. All right, that's cool, but you know, it is what it is. So you can pick up an egg, set, let's say I go over here, right? I'm just going to go right above. I'm going to go ahead and set my spawn point. I'm going to go ahead and boop it. Really? You're not going to let me boop? There it goes. Okay, so now that I've booped my spawn point there, anything inside of this circle right here, anything inside of it, I can boop back to at any point in time, right? I can pick up that egg right there. I can pick up, if an egg's there, I can pick up an egg over here. And let's just use this one, for example. I'm going to go ahead and grab that egg. There's going to be a bunch of really pissed off rock drakes. And I'm just going to be like, hey guys, I'm over here. You can come gather me. And then they'll be like, okay, we'll come get you. And then you're like, just kidding. And then you've teleported away from them. Now, the cool thing, in my opinion, now that I'm up here, they are not going to be able to reach me very easily, because they all just focused on getting down there. They aren't even close to me up here. Now, obviously, that was what, 15, 20 seconds. I had some free time to actually get out. So yeah, definitely capitalizing on that, enjoying the crap out of it. So that is a free way to get eggs. You just drop down, hop on your tame, and you are good to go. Yeah, definitely can't complain about that. So the stopwatch is a really cool thing. I can see PvE, PvP, even wyvern eggs would be pretty useful. Get wyverns going in a direction, or even, you know, going for a steal on something. Just there's a lot of different practical uses. Having one might not always be like, it might always be the perfect situation, but let's, you're like, oh man, I wish I could go back like three steps, or like you're doing something crazy on a ledge and you fall, right? Like, whoop, and I'm back up. Cool. I can just teleport back up. A lot of really neat things, a lot of really cool stuff that you can do with it. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. All right, teach. Wow.